Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives with a double feature. Yes, Rough Rider double feature. We've got the improved Muskrat. That's on the left. It's just under 4 inches closed. And the other one is their 5-blade Sowbelly, which looks to be about maybe 3 3/4 inches closed, around there. 3-layer knife, but it has 5 blades. Very interesting. You know, they've nestled those 5 in there. Usually a Sowbelly has 3 blades. That's the penknife blade. That's the small clip point blade. Right, usually has 3, but this has 5, which I find fascinating, really. That's the large clip point blade. Good for slicing and piercing. It's also got a sheep's foot blade for scraping, draw cutting. And last, it's got a small spay blade. Usually used for skinning, used to be used for castrating animals. So 5-blade Sowbelly. Now Rough Rider is a budget brand. This was only $10, including the shipping. I will include the Amazon links for where to get it. Yes, $10. And I find the 5 blades just fascinating. I mean, as a cutlery enthusiast, this thing is like kind of like a little visual textbook of different blade shapes. Each blade shape is good for different types of cutting. Here's the improved Muskrat. It's got a long clip point blade, and it's got a long sheep's foot blade. They did a great job on the edge of that sheep's foot blade. Now, usually with the Muskrat pattern, you have 2 identical blades, right? But this has 2 different blade shapes, and I think that's why they're calling it the improved Muskrat. Usually used for skinning small furry animals. Here is the sharpness demo. Very sharp. That's the sheep's foot. They did a great job with that blade. And the clip point, not too shabby either. Yeah, this Muskrat was very sharp. Now here's the 5-blade Sowbelly. Little bit of a different story. The Sowbelly blades were not as sharp as the Muskrat blades. You know, I think it's just the roll of the dice. Here's the another of them. That's the sheep's foot on the Sowbelly. And as you can see, it can cut, but it was not nearly as sharp as on that Muskrat. Alright, so I gotta give that a C. And it was the same story with the other 3 blades on the Sowbelly. I'm not gonna torture you with with bending paper, but yeah, the bottom line is it's kind of a crapshoot with these less expensive knives. As you saw, the Muskrat, super sharp. Sowbelly, not so much. Again, it's a crapshoot. I'm sure some people will get super razor sharp Sowbelly, and some people's Muskrat won't be as sharp as mine. Both of these were $10. Alright, so, and here's just more looks at the individual blades. But yeah, whoever was sharpening that day in the Chinese factory, whoever was sharpening the Muskrat, that dude needs a promotion. And whoever did the Sowbelly, that dude should just be demoted, sent to the gulags. Yeah, these are made in China. That's why they're $10. I did check if Case actually makes a 5-blade Sowbelly, because I collect Case knives. It turns out that Case does not currently sell a 5-blade Sowbelly, so if you want the 5-blade pattern, you really don't have a choice at the moment. But for the prices, these are pretty darn good. The steel is listed as 440 stainless. Is it A? Is it C? You know, it's probably 440A, I would guess. But that's not a no-go. I mean, I have a K-bar hunting knife. It's a Skinner, and it's sharp as all hell. It's 440A as well, so if you want a sharp little knife. Now, I have had a few requests with these slip joint knives. People want to hear them opening and closing. Alright, well these are not collectible knives, but I will go inside and show that. There was too much background noise outside, so here's that clip. Now this brand Rough Rider, it is a budget brand made in China, but when you compare it to other budget brand slip joints, it compares really favorably to them. So in its own price category, it's kind of like the top of the heap. From what I've heard, this brand has actually been around for 10 years. And in that time, it seems like they've gotten a good handle on what US and European customers want in a traditional pattern slip joint. When you consider the prices, basically this brand has learned to please you. And no, it's not out of the goodness of their heart. They want your money, just like any company wants your money. But in this case, it's beneficial to us because they have, over time, learned what we want, what we would expect for those prices. Another good thing I've noticed about this brand, they have some models that are not available currently from some of the big names like Case. For example, they have a 6-bladed Stockman, they have a 5-bladed Trapper, they have a straight razor Trapper, and they have a Hawkbill Barlow. So some very interesting patterns, and I'm sure that other companies have probably made those patterns at some point, but currently I checked on Amazon to see if Case made any of them, and currently they do not. So that's another good thing about this brand. Unique patterns, and those are the ones that I tend to gravitate towards. Here's another comparison. On the far right is my Case Stockman with punch. I will include a link to my video featuring that, but I just wanted to show that these knives look just as nice as a more expensive blade. I tend to like either, if it's a synthetic handle scale, I like either yellow or white. I just think those look the nicest, and plus they're some of the most reflective, so if you drop it in the dirt, it's easy to find. If you really enjoy sharpening, get that 5-blade Sowbelly. 5 blades for you to practice your skills, hone your skills on. Get it? Honing steel? Alright, never mind. Bad joke. But yeah, you love sharpening, you're gonna love that one. So my final thoughts, I feel like I got a good deal. I'll include a link to these and some of the other finds that I found from Rough Rider. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I hope you enjoyed seeing these knives. I'm out.